Hi. I know this is going to sound a little wacky coming from me, but I was just watching some of it and I would really I would really enjoy to talk about The Bachelor. Sorry, that was the clock, not that clock, but the grandmother clock in the other room. Listen, um I have not seen that many seasons, but I don't need to. I remember when the show started. Um, I wasn't watching it. I was but a wee lass when it started, and it's been going on for like over 20 years, which is really strange. I guess it's not though because it's formulaic. Listen, I love this show, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, I've seen it. I watch it. I don't really follow it super closely. I honestly, a lot of the time, I skip through it because I just want to see who carries on. Um, so let me tell you what season I have watched. I saw the one with Peter. That was a few years ago. I saw the one with Matt and what else? Okay, and now I'm watching the one with Joey. Those are really all the ones that I've seen. I did watch a little bit of The Bachelorette with Katie. There was some other Bachelorette episode that I watched part of a long time ago. I feel like I was in middle school when I watched. I just happened upon that episode, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this, and it was fucking weird. But anyway, yeah. So I've seen like the better part of like 3 seasons. Okay, and like I said, it's formulaic. Um, what a weird show, honestly. Check. Can you not do that right now? He always wants to lick his butt, like right when I'm filming. Okay, yeah, what a weird show. So, first of all, I thought about it. I thought about it for like 1 second. The Bachelor versus the Bachelorette. I was like, oh, there's no way that the Bachelorette gets better viewings, better ratings than the Bachelor. And I looked it up. Sure enough, I was right. The Bachelor's always almost like almost entirely consistently throughout the years gotten better ratings than the Bachelorette. Um, there was one season, I want to say it was season 6 of both, that they were about even. Listen, it doesn't matter. This show is crazy. Honestly, this show is fucking whack, bro. But I also just I kind of can't look away. I think it's so entertaining. Listen, I mean, just think about The Bachelor versus The Bachelorette. You know what? Don't even think about The Bachelor versus The Bachelorette. Think about a bunch of women lining up for one man, and then think about a bunch of men lining up for one woman. Which one of those is more natural? The former. Because I don't know. I think it's just like within our nature to do that. I think that women compete more for the same man than men compete more for the same woman. Um, More than men compete for the same woman. But like, what the fuck? This show is crazy. Um, First of all, it's a reality show though. Let's not take that out of context, okay? And in this season that I've seen so far, there have been multiple times where I know for a fact they like had to stop rolling cameras and be like, "Okay, Joey, can you say that whole thing over again?" Because the fact of the matter is that when people are having normal conversations, there are sometimes long pauses, there's sometimes stuttering, there's sometimes misspeaking, there's sometimes confusion about what the other person means, but like literally every scene where there's interactions between one or more people in this show, it's like perfect. and there's just no way that that's real. I'm saying they retake those scenes, or they say, Joey, can you say, I know that was hard for you to say, and I know that was hard for you to share, but I really appreciate you being upfront with me again. Because that's how it works, okay? You can't have a show like that and not ever do that, because I know that's what they're doing. Um, I was gonna say something else about The Bachelor. So it's such a weird show. They're always like, what honestly annoys me about this show is that it's so like kind of middle school. Like they're always doing like stupid shit that I think that like kind of middle schoolers, either middle schoolers. This is from Dog Toy. Let me see if I can find it. It's a cute one. Where's your little? Okay, I think this is actually it. It's from this little ketchup friend. There's a burger up here. I don't know where it went though. He probably still has it. What was I saying? Yeah, this is very like middle school shit. It's either like very middle school or like very rest home. Cause like, why is it entertaining to see grown women play tennis in Halloween costumes and shitty Halloween costumes at that? Like that's not entertaining to me. That's stupid. And they do stupid shit like that all the time, like stupid like set pieces just to pass the time, but it's also kind of, like I say a lot in a lot of other videos, it's kind of a masturbation station. They're like, oh yeah, we want to film the women doing this really weird task in costumes, and the fact that they always have the women saying like, well, we got there and then they asked us to go to the dressing rooms and I was so surprised. Da, da, da. That shit is whack, fam. But listen, okay, I feel like I was saying something and I forgot what it was. So a lot of this is filler, right? A ton of it's filler. A ton of it is we just need to have the women do this, that, and the third in order to make there be a certain amount of episodes. I don't know how many episodes there are. 12? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But like, yeah, so they have to do those things, and they also have to keep a lot of women around for like a lot longer than really necessary. It's pretty obvious, I feel, in just about every season. Even though I've only really seen 3 seasons of this, it's pretty obvious that like there's always like usually one favorite person that the Bachelor has, and she gets, farther along in the show. There's one gal that he's like really really connecting with, and then there are like 2 or 3 other ones that he's into, but not as much as the favorite one. And then he kind of just has to pass the time with the rest of them. And they start. How many women do they start with? 24, 18, some absurd amount. And something they do that I've seen that I think is just really stupid and extremely exploitative is what they'll do is like late in the game, like 4, 5, 6 episodes in, they'll have the Bachelor like take one woman on a date and then like have this whole date, and then at the end of the date or like while they're having dinner together, he's gonna be like, that's why I can't give you this rose. Like they went through all that trouble. He was basically just like playing with his food before he, delivered the bad news, which is obnoxious to me. And I feel like it's obnoxious to all the viewers. I was going to mention this guy, Bachelor fan take. Honestly, if you don't watch The Bachelor, you might find Bachelor fan take really, really entertaining. This guy has been covering The Bachelor on YouTube for years, and he is so incredibly talented at sleuthing. He's like, look, this is the person who made it to the final 2 because you can tell by her outfit and this camera angle. It's shocking, honestly. I like the cameras they use. I love their shot composition. I also like all the stupid shit they have them do. Not all the stupid shit. Oh, okay, not the stupid group date shit, but I like the one-on-one dates they have them do. Because a lot of the time it's super entertaining. Like I was just watching the part in this current season where an opera singer in Malta sings to Maria and Joey like from a balcony. Like when the shit else is that going to happen in anyone's life ever on a date? Probably never. Um, they also have them. They always make a point to have them like on a balcony watching fireworks, like it's a goddamn Disney movie, but it's live action, which is really fascinating. I also know for a fact that they have to be, obviously they were testing everyone during COVID, but like I know for a fact they have to be testing these women for STIs and testing everyone for STIs because like this is essentially polyamory, or like it's like cheating but a game show. Cheating but it's a game show. like all the women are like fine with it in the beginning because there are in fact so many of them, and then as time goes on like clockwork eventually the women will be like, I'm having such a hard time seeing you with other women, like that kind of thing. And it's like, honey, you know what you signed up for, like don't lie. Obviously it's hard though because they're always like catching feelings for him. I don't really think that they are catching feelings for him. I think they're catching feelings for the camera. Quote me. I think there has been one successful marriage from this show. Like literally one. Oh wait, no, I watched the Claire season of The Bachelorette, which turned into the Taya season because Claire ended up liking one of the guys the most. And she was like, fuck all y'all. I don't want to do this anymore because I like this guy enough. Like, I don't want to do the whole fucking game and shit. I think they broke up. But, like, uh, yeah, wow. What a nightmare. What was I gonna say about oh yeah, they're always breaking up. Taya was with, I think, Zach. She was with him for like over a year, but then they broke up. Shocker. I think it's so again exploitative, but I already used that word. I think it's very absurd. I think it's pretty outrageous that every single season ends in a proposal or it ends in an attempted proposal. This season, watch me. Okay, people think that there's so many times in my life when people are like, "Oh my God, you're psychic," and I'm like, "No, actually, I'm just really good at deducing the potential possibilities of an outcome and then predicting the one that's more likely or most likely. It's not that hard for me." But okay, this season when they show the very end of it, Joey's crying and he's like, I don't think this has ever happened before. So I think what happens there is he's about to ask this woman to marry him, but not really. We'll go back to that. He's about to ask this woman to marry him, and then she's gonna say she can't do it. She's gonna say, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, let's break up. But that's gonna be the woman that he was planning to ask to marry him. Um, what did I say? We were gonna thumbtack. I was like, let's tack that. Okay. They're. I don't know how many people need to hear this, but like, they're not actually necessarily engaged. Just like putting that out there. Yeah, they do it for the camera, but like they're not actually engaged just because they were on the game show together. I think it's really fascinating how often women engage in drama. Like they will legitimately make things up. They will blow things completely out of proportion and they'll bring it up they'll bring it up to the Bachelor and be like, "You will not believe what Alyssa said to me today." It's so crazy to watch. And these women are like, 25 and older. Sometimes they're younger. They're like 23 to 32, usually, which is like it's just so strange to watch. Um, I don't really understand the appeal of being on The Bachelor. I guess you likely do want to be like on camera, you want to be on the show, but like the way these women talk, I was saying in something else like recently that like this is an entire breed type of women that I have just not witnessed a lot anywhere else. Like these women are extremely conventionally attractive. Um, most of them have like legitimate jobs. But then it always ends up, a lot of them are formally educated. Um, and then it ends up that one of them makes some kind of stupid, crazy drama that, brings everyone's moods down in the entire house. Like, I just don't really understand the appeal of like being a woman on the show. I don't know why women want to try out for the show. I mean, like I said, like they do want to be on camera and they want to be like on the show, but like the way these women talk. First of all, they're talking in like Grey's Anatomy speak this season, probably all seasons, but they're like, I really want to be Joey's person. I really think Joey's person is here. Like that's such a like Grey's Anatomy like term, which is so weird that people are using it, and it's obnoxious, honestly, because it's really just not that descriptive, and you have to have like at least seen the Grey's Anatomy gif of that to understand what that really means. But like, first of all, it's stupid. um but like these women are like telling Joey, not just these women on this season, this has been happening lately, it's been happening more, that these women are telling the Bachelor that they're falling for him, that they're in love with him, that they love him, like earlier and earlier on in the episodes, because they think that's going to get them to the next. They think that's going to get them the rose. They think that's going to get to the next episode. Like, bruh, it's so crazy. It must be why I like watching it, because it's so absurd, and because it's so like just out there. Fam, I would much rather go on, I don't fucking know what game shows are hot right now. I don't even watch game shows like ever. But like there's no way I would want to go on a game show where I was forced to have my family show up in it. Like, there's reason why y'all don't see my family on camera, because I don't want to put them there. And these women are like, "Oh yeah, we're going to hometowns. Like, I want to go to hometowns," and I'm like, "Oh my god." I don't know why these women are like. First of all, I think Joey is fine. He's really sexy. I'm not gonna lie there, but he does like remove his chest hair, which is weird. But anyway, these women are all like, "Oh, what Joey is like such a great guy. He has so many qualities of someone that I want in a husband, like not having a career, because his career is currently being a reality TV star, and if you want to be his wife, not really looking awesome financially, in my opinion, but I fucking digress." Yeah, so I find this show entertaining, and I don't think I'm gonna watch any more of The Bachelorette because it doesn't keep my attention, and it just doesn't really make sense to have men like fawning over a woman the way that women, plural, fawn over a man. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say. I mentioned Bachelor fan take. Okay, well, I guess another thing I was gonna say is that I do really enjoy seeing like all the different cities they travel to. I love seeing the hotels they go to. I love seeing the in whose season was that? In Matt's season. I think that was during COVID. Was that during COVID? It doesn't matter. In Matt's season, they stayed at this really really nice like hotel lodge, and there was a grand piano in it, and I never saw anyone play it. I was like, what the fuck? But I guess these women don't play piano. Yeah, so I like seeing all the locations that they go to and all the hotels they stay at. Like that's cool. That's also a very like, promotion. It's a commercial essentially for those areas. It was so funny one time. I think it was on Peter's season. Was it Peter's season? Or was it a different season? It doesn't matter. On one of the seasons, the Bachelor announced to the women, he was like, "We're going to," and they were all like, and he said, "Cleveland, Cleveland, Ohio," and everyone was just like, it was so funny. Yeah, they're always doing like kind of obnoxious like uh plugs for certain people, certain like D-list celebrities, and they're always doing these like plugs for like the rings are a plug also, which is just I can't really wrap my mind around that. Like thinking about proposing to someone on camera with a ring that I picked out on camera for a game show is just not at all appealing to me. I feel like that really cheapens the institution of marriage, that cheapens the real commitment of a relationship when you're pressured to even say will you marry me by for after knowing someone for 6 weeks, like, and you're not even dating them exclusively for 6 weeks. You're dating 12 women, then you're dating 8 women, then you're dating 6 women, then you're dating 4 women, and then you finally get it down to like 2 women. What the fuck? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about The Bachelor. But I look forward to the next episode. Bye.